Yeah, I specifically said I wanted the color of our underpants not to be included in this.
Bruises on your ass heel already?
I screamed.
I do too, for weeks at a time sometimes.
Got the courage to repeat that slander to my face?
You can articulate it a little better than that.
Killing my family, was it worth it?
I hear that all the time. I've had so many bad jobs.
No baloney. That was some pretty bad acting. Really ought to explore other career options.
All right, here we go. Now, we don't know what question, if this is too sensitive.
Yeah, I specifically said I wanted the color of our underpants not to be included in this.
Oh.
Yeah.
What video game or TV show defined your childhood?
So, Knight Rider, the A-Team.
Oh, nice.
MASH.
Okay.
Yeah, my dad watched that,
Yeah.
but I watched it too.
Oh.
Marine Boy.
Oh
Yeah,
my gosh,
this is going back away. This is like mid-70s.
Yeah.
Well, should we ask you the same one?
My sort of preteen, teen years, Legend of Zelda. The Game Boy Color ones, the different ones where you could trade your info back and forth and get little perks. And also Wind Waker. I spent many hours of my sophomore year of high school playing, but also X-Men, the animated series. I think when I was really little, Ninja Turtles, and my sisters and I dressed up as the Ninja Girl and Samurai Michelangelo for Halloween one year.
Cool.
Yeah.
You had to do it. See, for video games, I have to go back to the original Atari. Pitfall on Atari. I played that until I just about died, and that was on the console with the little black box with the stick, the proper joystick with the little red button.
Yeah, absolutely. Classic
love that.
Atari.
Right. Shall we have another one?
Let's do it.
How did you react the first time you saw your likeness modeled for the character Atsu in Ghost of Yotei?
I screamed. And I cried. I couldn't believe it because I've been on the project since the beginning. Also, to see my younger version of myself, they showed me that at the same time, and it was very eerie because my mom had given me photos to give to them.
Yeah.
And it looked just like me when I was little.
Wow, that must be cool.
Spooky.
Wow, oh, that's so cool. So I had a similar experience, but I played this. They modeled a character in Alan Wake 2 after me, but it's
Oh my God! I cannot believe I didn't put that together.
Yeah.
My gosh,
I'm
yeah.
Nightingale, and I'm all fat and gross and bloated and disgusting.
You're incredible. You're difficult.
And that was just modeled on a Saturday night.
How did you feel when they cast Henry Cavill to play you?
Oh man,
Is
do you know it was one of those things where he wasn't playing me; he was playing Geralt, wasn't he? But I did feel like a bit of ownership over the role. You know? But I thought he was great. I thought he was wonderful, and especially once we saw the full kit, when we saw him fully made up as Geralt and stuff, I was like, oh, he's gonna be awesome. It's so cool. It's a very small club. I like being part of a small club.
Yeah.
And I include all the other voice actors, the localization actors and stuff who do
yes.
Geralt in Japanese and Geralt in Spanish and Geralt in German and Geralt in Polish and all that stuff. You know, there's only maybe a dozen, maybe 24 people who play Geralt. So it's really cool. But yeah, watching Henry take on the role was really cool. And he did such a good job with it. And I think Liam's done a really good job as well. It's different, he's made it his own. That's what we should do as actors. I've only seen 3 episodes so far, so I kind of withhold judgment until I see a bit more. But from what I've seen, he's done a really good job. It's fun to watch people and how they take on the Geralt qualities and run it through their own physical self and emotional self, and how they then produce this character from themselves.
Yeah,
it's really cool.
It's an interesting challenge as an actor because you have made Geralt so iconic, you know, and and it's you. I imagine getting cast in the role, you have to be like, well, I need all these hallmarks that let the fans know that this is Geralt, but it has to also be true to me as an actor.
Yeah.
All right, okay, I get one. Oh my God, I love this one. This is the best question. Okay, both Atsu and Geralt have iconic bathtub scenes. Is that the most awkward scene to record, or are there worse examples? I actually asked to make sure that we were gonna still they were gonna still show my butt and everything. And
did they?
They did.
Woohoo!
They did. I know, but it was an artist's rendering.
Yes, of course.
But it was one of the first things that we mocapped, actually. So it's like me sort of stepping down some makeshift stairs to like sit and roll around in the tub. But you, like...
I didn't do any of that.
You didn't do any of that.
I just did the lines, and I probably at the time didn't even know that I was in a tub.
Ah! He did the thing. But Geralt has like sex scenes, though.
Yeah, I don't remember ever recording any sex sounds.
You don't remember?
I don't think I did. I don't even remember if the sex scenes have any sex sounds. They usually just raise the music up,
yeah, and
don't
it's
they?
like fade to black.
Do I get a prize?
I have nothing on me, but I'll think of something.
Hey, I have an idea for Witcher 4.
But don't tell, you know?
I have an idea for Witcher 4. See,
Let's have
Project
sex
Red?
sounds.
We got somebody here on set, I think.
You know I don't find that amusing.
If you could play a TTRPG in any video game universe, which would it be?
There's so much of tabletop that is already played in high fantasy or sci-fi, but I think it would be fun to do something kind of goofy, like to do it in the Katamari universe where you have to like roll up the ball of stuff. I don't know if you've played those
I don't even
games.
know what Katamari is.
So Katamari, you're a little guy, the prince, and you take a little ball that is sticky and you have to roll up slowly bigger and bigger items.
Oh,
And
cool.
so I think I'd probably create a homebrewed system to make it so that like you have to roll to see if you can get an item that's bigger and bigger and bigger, and you gotta roll up a Katamari as your objective with your friends.
That's fun.
Yeah.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
I've been playing Cat Quest 2 recently, and I think maybe that would be a good one.
Oh, that'd be
To create a TTRPG around Cat Quest world.
Yeah, that would be really fun.
It's kind of going back to the high fantasy kind of thing, but it would be like in a, kind of a cats and pirates kind of world.
Yeah, that would sell very well, Doug.
Or not at all.
Right, what do I know? I'm just a witcher.
Oh, which character that you've played has a voice most different from your own?
I did get to do this one character once that was more fun, perhaps, because it asked me to play just a fun guy. His name was Mel, I think. He sounded something like this, a little bit of a, sort of a New York thing going on. And I just had great fun with it because I got to be this weird guy.
How about this nice wad of bills? It's pretty fat, right?
But so that's further away from your normal voice than Geralt is.
Probably, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I kind of joke around because Geralt's voice is so much part of me now. I literally walk around the house, and you know how you talk to yourself when you're alone
sure.
and you're just doing stuff around the house? So you're like, oh man, I gotta fold that laundry. It just kind of falls out of me now.
Oh my
So-
God, do him making a sandwich.
Man, I'm hungry. I think I got some bologna in the fridge. Oh, Wonder Bread and bologna with mayonnaise and mustard. Oh man, let's see what we got. No bologna. Fuck.
Great stuff. The most different voice might be Angel Cookie from Cookie Run Kingdom, who sounds kind of like this and is a little bit scary.
Oh, well, that's so not you.
Yeah.
That is scary.
He's like, Merry Christmas. Or no, Merry Cookiesmas, everyone.
Let's fly away like birds.
Ooh, if you could join an iconic video game franchise, which would you choose?
Batman.
Batman. Would you want to be Batman or other characters in Batman? Because I feel like on a long enough timeline, every femme might play Harley Quinn and stuff. We all got a Harley Quinn inside us.
Yeah. I think we all got a Batman inside us as well.
Yeah.
And I'd love to play Batman, but I also think the Batman is a little bit close to Geralt, so it might just be Geralt playing Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe I should be, I don't know if I could do a Robin, but maybe I could be like a Sandman.
I feel like you would also make a really good Gordon.
Yeah, that would be
Really
fun,
good Commissioner
because he
Gordon.
gets to be mean.
Yeah, yeah.
What about you?
Oh God, yeah. I feel like I've read so many different versions of Harley Quinn and not booked it and stuff, but it's like, one of these days I'm gonna get it. Can I speak to your manager?
Tell me about the worst job you had before you became a full-time actor.
I've had so many bad jobs. Being a temp for a contractor for a city's business tax division.
Wow.
Yeah, and so it was like the red tape was so I was in an office and I was getting like, I don't know, like $12 an hour or something. And so, but then I had to be the one taking all of the calls and having all the businesses yell at me and being like, let me talk to your supervisor. And I was like, well, I'm a temp, and the contractor is not actually, they're not located here. It was just so much. I was just the person that was sort of lowest in hierarchy that got yelled at the most. So that might be the worst job. I don't know. I think at the time I was just happy to be employed because I graduated during the recession, and
Yeah, it's rough. It's rough, and it's rough when you're a young actor as well, because you'll do anything to have enough money and enough freedom to be able to go do auditions and live and all that stuff. My worst one, and it wasn't even that bad actually, was selling magazine subscriptions, cold calling, selling magazine subscriptions in support of the Special Olympics. So it was a good thing, but it was kind of like yours, but I was the other end of the phone. I was making the calls and having people go, I don't want to talk,
sure.
Yeah, so that cold calling magazine subscription salesperson role.
Yeah, but you were asking for some nice thing.
Yeah, but
I
they
was
didn't
asking.
care.
Yeah, that's true.
Why are you calling me?
Yeah.
You're interrupting days of our lives.
Oh my gosh, because it was in the middle of the day. Wow. Yeah, it's true. I think most actors and creatives can relate. You work, you do whatever you have to do to make ends meet, and preferably something where you can steal from the kitchens.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can steal from the kitchens, you're.
Yeah. Okay. I'll do one more. And another one. What was your first role in video games?
Ooh, my very first role in video games was way back in 1999, and it was a game called Independence War II: Edge of Chaos.
Let's get out of here.
Mine was, I got to do Dream Daddy, a dad dating simulator. It's where you are a gay dad and you date other gay dads, and I play the daughter, Amanda, and that was a fantastic life-changing experience for me. Wow. And also around the same time I was also in Crypto the Necrodancer. I got to play the DLC character. So yeah, again, I just have such a deep, abiding love for indie games and the indie game developers that gave a chance to little me. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fitting that your laboratory is in a crypt. After I kill you, I won't have to bother with a burial.
Nice. That's how most actors start out now in video games, is indie games. So you don't just get cast into AAA straight away. Not usually. Not usually.
Yeah, there's, I think, a chilling tendency for studios to, I think, try and look at on-camera actors to pull them into games, but it's a very different skill set, and they don't always get what they want, I think. But sometimes they're fabulous, though. So who knows?
I think that's true with all the mediums, though. Like sometimes you get stage actors who just don't translate onto camera, and the other way around as well. And the same thing with video game acting. Some people just take to it like ducks to water.
Oh my gosh!
And some people, they just kind of they can't quite bring their full self to it somehow.
I've found a correlation between music, musicians, and voiceover frequently. Are you musical at all?
A little bit, yeah. I've played guitar since I was like 6, 7 years old.
Oh yeah, then yeah, that's.
Yeah, I'm not good at it. I've always had a guitar and I've always played.
But there's something about it, the musicality and then like the rhythm, and especially if you have to do ADR dubbing and it's like the rhythm of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I find that's really interesting actually, because I find, like when I go in to do ADR stuff and or to animation or whatever it is, the first thing I ask the engineer is how long do you need me to be speaking?
Yeah.
And if they say 2.5 seconds, somehow in my system I can go, I know exactly how long that is. 3.6 seconds. Okay, I think I can get within usually it's like 0.10 of a second.
Yeah, usually I think they're okay within like 0.4, and then they're like, yeah, that's good. That's pretty good. We can
that's
sort of
fine.
like,
we can make that work with the lip flaps.
Yeah, man, now yeah. So music.
Yeah.
Okay, speed run.
All right. What advice do you have for aspiring actors? Play an instrument.
Yeah, play an instrument. I would say improv and to know the medium and to work with other people who are your peers. Like honestly, I had workout groups with other peers who we would like sort of just listen to each other's auditions and be like, oh, I'm not an expert, but this is what I hear, and just sort of coming up with a cohort and make your own stuff. Make your own stuff. Like again, I had my own Twitch channel and I made little projects with friends, so that's what I'd say. What'd you say?
Well, the question I get asked most often is how do I become a voice actor? And I always say, well, become an actor first. Be an actor first, and then work on the voice acting thing, because there's so many skills that cross everything. Yeah. Just knowing how to create character, how to maintain character, how to use your voice, how to modulate tone and feeling and everything else, that kind of stuff. And
I would also add too that instead of imitating other actors, I see it a lot, like people imitating
don't do that.
Don't do that. Don't
do that.
just imitate
totally
an actor, because it's like we already have a Geralt. Like you don't need to perfect your Geralt voice. Find another voice that's you're a cool guy.
Yeah. Find your own performance style and sight reading.
Ooh, yeah, cold reading. Cold reading is so important. Yeah. I don't think about that. Ooh, what is your favorite acting performance of all time?
Favorite acting performance of all time? Whoopi Goldberg in The Color Purple.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I absolutely adored her in The Color Purple.
Wow, that's really good. Okay, I'm gonna keep asking. What's the best piece of direction that you've ever received?
A director said to me, this wasn't a video game, this was on stage, Doug, that was great, but next time I want you to stop acting.
I hear that all the time, and it's like, you can articulate it a little better than that, right? It's like, throw it away. Or it's like, stop acting, or, I know what you mean, but like, at least you could
What am I doing that's acting?
Be
more specific.
Ooh, your go-to vocal warm-up.
Tongue trills. or lip trills as well. And to just let the breath, let the voice fall out with the breath.
Yeah.
It's nice and
breathing.
calming.
I sometimes forget to breathe, Doug.
Yeah?
Yeah. Well, that's silly.
I do too, for weeks at a time sometimes.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Hey, before we go, can I show you something real quick?
Yeah.
Okay, so I told you that I very, very chilly and coolly told you that I was a fan of The Witcher, but I actually cosplayed something. So there is a Geralt of Rivia Ronin statue that I thought was really cool, and I had a friend, my friend Coriel, she throws Witcher launch parties, and so she did that, and so I cosplayed a closet cosplay of
great.
Geralt, Ronin Geralt, and so this is kind of a very cool moment for me.
I've never cosplayed. I've worn costumes, but I've never cosplayed.
I have a great idea. CD Projekt Red representatives here. I have a great idea for this. Do I have a pitch for you? Doug, thank you. You are an absolute delight.
Oh, well, likewise.
Well,
You too.
here's to many more years of knowing each other. Shall we?
It's been a pleasure. Right. Are you ready?
Yes.
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
Yes.